Hiya, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a Super Mario Star Dreamcatcher. So this is in no way a traditional Dreamcatcher, this is just like a novelty one. And obviously it's game themed, so I like it. So to start off with, you're going to need a metal ring, or you can use like embroidery rings as well. And then you're going to take some yarn. I'm using red yarn here. I'm just going to tie it to the hoop. Just want to make sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't go anywhere. So a couple of knots is better than one. And we're just going to cover the outside of this in the yarn. So what you're going to do is just going to take the yarn, which I've actually just got wrapped around a pencil because it was easier than just using the ball. And you're just going to wrap this around like loads of times until the whole thing is covered. So you don't want any of the actual hoop showing. And then once you get to the end, just tie the two ends together and that will secure it in place. And you can use a bit of glue as well so the knot doesn't come undone. So this does take a little while, but keep at it. And I'm going to skip it because it would get so boring if I just showed you the whole thing, because it did actually take me a while. This is what it looks like afterwards. It's all covered. Now I'm going to take some yellow thread. Now this is the kind of stuff I use for cross stitching with. So you don't want a thick, like a yarn, and you don't want like really thin, like for sewing either. So that's why I chose this stuff. So I'm just going to tie this on to the top. Again, you want to make sure it's nice and tight and secure, because you don't want that to move around. So it'll just unravel everything. And then next, you're just going to basically do the same knots as you would for a normal dream catcher. It's just we're going to do the slightly different amount. So with this one, you want to evenly space out 5 points onto the hoop. And obviously these are going to be the points of the star. So you put your thread over the hoop and thread it around the hoop and come back through that hole that you've just created where the thread goes across. So you pull that through and it will look like that. So I'll hold it in place there. Then you want to go over to the next point. I didn't actually draw any points, I'm just doing it by eye. So you want to try and even them out, so you got 5 points. And again, put the thread over the hoop, then come back underneath the hoop. And you do this until you're back to the beginning. Like I say, you only want 5, just 5. A normal dream catcher you'd use a lot more and it'd be closer together. These ones you want 5, nicely spaced it out. Spaced. So this is what it looks like when you got to the first one again. Now we're going to do the same kind of knot, but this time we're going to attach it to that first line of thread. And because it's going to get a bit fiddly, I'm going to just attach a needle to the end of this thread, because it just makes it so much more easy. So again, the same knot, you're going to go over the thread and then come back through the loop that you just made. And you want to do this 3 times on each line of thread. So normally with a normal dream catcher you'd go just in the middle of each line, but this one you're actually going to make 3. So you go over, under and then through, and move it along. Try and get these evenly spaced out as possible. And then over, under, through that hoop again, and then that's your first line done. Then you go over to the other side and you do the same thing. So you want to do this 3 times on each of the lines. So take your time. If you mess up anywhere, you can easily just undo it and then start again. So again, I'm just going to speed this up because it gets boring. So if you any other novelty dreamcatcher ideas you want me to make, let me know and I'll try it. So when you get back to the beginning, you want to do another knot that attaches the last knot to the first one, if you get what I mean. And then from here on in, you just go straight through the middle of each of the little lines you just created. And this time you don't go through your own hoop. So you just literally go through it, come back out the other side, and don't go back on yourself. So you go through it, and that's it. You go forward. You do this basically from here on out. So you go through the little hole that you made, then out forward instead of going back. Now as you pull it, as you go around like once and then pull it, you'll be able to see the actually dreamcatcher taking shape. And this is all you do until you get down to the middle. So just carry on doing it. You might want to pull it a little bit as you're going so you can actually see what you're doing, and it opens up the holes a bit more. You don't want to pull it too tight too quickly, because that might make it a bit harder. So this will take a while to do, and this looks like when it's done. So you just pull it nice and firmly, and then just, sorry it went blurry there, just finish off with a couple of knots to hold it all in place. So you want to make sure the knots are nice and tight, and then all that's left to do is cut off any excess that you have. You might want to put a tiny bit of glue on the knots as well so they don't come unraveled. And that's the main dreamcatcher bit done. So all I'm going to do now is, because I've got the actual star, it just looks like a normal star at the moment. What it's missing is a couple of eyes. And to do that, I've literally just drawn a couple on a piece of card. I'm just going to stick these on. I've already put glue on them. Just going to stick these down, and there, 2 little eyes, and you can tell it's the Mario star. And then just decorate it how you want. You can obviously, some people like a lot of tassels at the bottom, some people just like 3 of them with feathers and stuff, so I'll let you decide what you want to do with that. Obviously you're going to need like a hoop at the top. So I'm not going to show you how to do all the accessory bits because everyone likes something different. I'm just showing you how to do the main part. It is kind of fiddly when you first start to do it, but keep trying and you'll get at it. This is one of the good things about dreamcatchers, because if you do it wrong you just unravel it and you can do it again with the same materials. It's not like some things where if you do it wrong you've got to chuck the materials away. This can be reused. So here it is. Thanks for watching. If you make one, be sure to share it. Bye!